All right, what's up? We're going to do a quick game review. This is a bullet game. It was 11 seconds long and 12 moves. So, very quick game, and I wanted to make a video about it because it very clearly shows the danger that your opponent can get into by opening your H file for you. So, this is really specifically using the London system. I've been practicing London a lot, and I'm really working on learning some ways to attack with the London. Obviously, it's bullet. I don't think this would have worked as well in a blitz or a rapid game, but since bullet happens quickly, the opponent didn't really see what was happening, and it ended in a very quick checkmate. But can still apply to your games to add some threats to your toolkit. So all the initial moves are very straightforward for London. This isn't a London how-to video, so I'm not going to go over each move. But one thing I do differently is I take the initiative with C4 here, which is not your standard London opening, but it does take the initiative and takes over C4. It's great in bullet games because it makes your opponent think for a second if they're beginners. You know, I'm a 1100 here, so I'm playing against beginners. If you're playing someone who's seasoned, they have seen this many times. But at my level, they'll often take some time to think about this. Do they want to take or not? If they do take, you have the bishop just to eat it right up. You can even develop before taking it because that pawn's not going anywhere. So I hit C4. Obviously, if they go C5, you can't go C4. You go C3. Anyways, I didn't have to worry about any of that because he didn't develop his C pawn at all. So this is where the whole H file discussion begins. And you'll see this a lot. I believe it's called the Mexican standoff, where they develop out their bishop out to D6, and they're staring at each other. Who's going to take who? If you take them, you're inviting the queen to develop freely. That's a free development for your opponent, which is not a great thing. So your other option is to move back. And if they take from there, you can open the H file. And then you just have a rook staring directly down the H file, which can be very dangerous. So that's exactly what happened. I moved back to G3. He took, which I don't think you're supposed to take here. Most people, when I watch videos on the London, are saying, hey, your opponent will never take here. But at my level, they take all the time. So this is a good video to show the dangers of taking. So you obviously take with your H-pawn, and now you just got this beautiful rook staring down right into a short castle. So then he decides to take. I develop my knight, and then he makes a fatal move. That knight there was actually protecting his H7 square. Once you move that, you got the rook protecting now, but as soon as you castle, that rook's not going to be there to protect. So it's a dangerous move on his part. And then I go ahead and take back the pawn, and I'm staring down his knight. He takes. Just take back with my pawn. Have a nice pawn structure still. And then he castles, which alarm bells just ring off in my head right here. So you got this beautiful rook, and then you got this beautiful diagonal. Oftentimes playing the London, you can have your bishop here, and you can get a check and a free pawn out of this as long as that knight is not there. But here I'm looking down, checkmate. If you get your queen up here and he doesn't react correctly, you got checkmate. So that's exactly what I did. Push that queen up to D3, and he's got to make a move. He's got to stop that queen from coming in. Again, this is bullet, but this is dangerous territory. He doesn't do it. He just develops his bishop, not seeing the threat of this beautiful checkmate, and there it is. 11 seconds. I had 49 seconds left, 12 moves, basically all developing moves, all normal book moves, and then a beautiful checkmate. And that is the danger of opening your H file. So that's it. Come check me out at twitch.tv/yobeebs. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe, leave a comment. Be great to hear from you. All right, see you later.